This was for me at least the funniest episode of Grand Blue. It's late, but here it's me, the angry anime fan, the despair reviewer. The festival starts off in this place, and they are all preparing their cooking stand. Why when But they have a heavy competition in Tinkerbell, a tennis club that also has a very, at least to the girls, handsome-looking guy. Then Asuna comes later on, only with a bra and pants on, because apparently she got stains on her shirt, and she didn't switch shirt because, well, the guys would get vomit on it anyway. So either way, the later on, the Chisa gets hit on by Tinkerbell later on, but Iori and Kohei sort of defends against that. As as no, sorry. As Iori and Chisa have a awkward but fun talk when they start to cook for a lot of people. It's worth noting that they're cooking very professionally while at the same time talking. In fact, even the customers are just so wait. Can they how can they even talk to each other like and move like that? So either way, the festival starts and Shisa is dressed very nicely, but of course she is not so very happy about being here. So the boys on the hills try to do everything to make her smile. Unfortunately, they only make it worse as their fault. So as Kohei's ideas that he got from anime is first strip in order to be embarrassed, which only make Ko with male Shisa look at them more demonic. So finally, they decide that they should throw balls, gummy balls, in order to flip Shisa's skirt. Iori and the other clubs does. At least he thinks they are, but in fact, it's actually only Iori who throws. And when Shisa sees that, she is not in a single piece happy. The only one who's happy about that is her older sister. So she then walks around the campus with an iron ball. But then suddenly Iori and Koe gets attacked by a girl with a very thick makeup and blonde hair that was also in the beauty contest. The one they call Keiki, but really is Aina. She wants to go out with them, but of course, well, they're a little bit turned off by the Keiki makeup, as they call it. As they later gather for drinking, and Shisa really shows just how mad she is to Iori. The next day, the festival. The next day, the boy festival starts, but they meet Keiki again, who is actually miserable of the fact that she's treated so badly. Well, that makeup is probably not doing you any favors. So, well, the male festival starts, and the Kohei comes dressed as a pretty boy, and then approaches what appears to be Asuna confesses feelings, but then of course it turns out it's not Asuna. It was actually Iori cross-dressed as Asuna and made. And as soon as the Tinkerbell guy thought that Koe was confessing to Asuna, well, they reveal themselves, basically humiliating Tinkerbell all in front of it all. As the winner of the women and the male are revealed, Aina comes later for a drink of it all. Unfortunately, the next day, Shisa is hit on by a number of boys, and Kohei and Iori are too drunk to help her. So once the winner of the female pageant, which is Shisa, is announced, she announces to everyone that she wants to declare her happiness to her boyfriend. That person being a passed out, drunk, and half naked Iori. In order to repel the guys. And also as payback for making her participate in the beauty contest and done nothing to defend her. So yeah, of course, all the jealous guys immediately has chance to kill Iori, because I have a feeling his school life just got a lot more Hectic, so to speak. It's basically this episode. I have to say, I enjoyed this episode more than I enjoyed the other one. It had a lot of comedy moments, especially of she's being a little bit humiliated and Iori getting punishment for it. One particularly funny scene is the fact that when Shisa forgives him, saying you owe him, Iori just throws more fire on the wood on the fire by saying, "I'll buy you some sexy underwear." So she just pulls forward a can of alcohol, and he says, "Are you perhaps mad?" She doesn't answer and says, "Oh, let's drink." But I think in the manga, she actually did answer and saying, "Did I really have to answer that? Why they didn't include that, I have no idea. But well, I guess it was Tranquil Fury this time." Even Asuna was fun, even though she only appeared a very few times this episode. So, well, that's basically this one. Some funny comedic moments there. And Iori, poor Iori. I have a feeling he's gonna be hunted by guys now. One can also criticize Shisa for doing that, but all in all, it's still Iori's fault. After all, this humiliation is not exactly what Shisa wanted. So give me your thoughts if you have any.